Good morning and welcome to the Spring 2018 Baccalaureate Commencement Exercises for the Hofstra College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, the School of Education, the Hofstra School of Health Professions and Human Services, and Hofstra Northwell School of Graduate Nursing and Physician Assistant Studies. We begin our program with the invocation delivered by the Reverend Joyce Brandon Duggar from the university's Board of Chaplains, followed by the national anthem and our alma mater, led by Emily Garner, class of 2018. You'll find the words to the alma mater on the inside front cover of your program. Will everyone please stand?
Good morning. Breathe, we're here. Amen. Now let us pray. Gracious, eternal God, thank you for this day, for the sunshine, and the traffic that we got here on time. Now, God, bless each graduate. Bless their families, their friends, all that have gathered here this morning. Be with them as they make decisions. Bless them with a successful job, that they transition out of their parents' home. Be with them, love them, care for them, and let them know that as they leave, Hofstra is in their hearts. Bless you and celebrate you. Amen. Amen.
What's so
Please be seated. I have the pleasure this morning of making some very special introductions, beginning with representatives from our Board of Trustees. Marilyn B. Monter, class of 1976, and Donald M. Schaefer. I also would like to introduce members of our senior administration, and I ask that you hold your applause until all of the following names are read. Patricia Adamski, Senior Vice President for Planning and Administration. Herman A. Berliner, Dean of the Frank G. Zarb School of Business. Robert Brinkman, Vice Provost for Scholarship and Research and Dean of Graduate Studies. Stephanie Boucher, Vice President for Institutional Research and Assessment. Melissa Connolly, Vice President for University Relations. Evan Cornog, Dean of the Lawrence Herbert School of Communication. Neil Donahue, Vice Provost for Undergraduate Academic Affairs and Internationalization. W. Houston Daugherty, Vice President for Student Affairs. Jessica Eads, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Dolores Fredrich, Senior Vice President for Legal Affairs and General Counsel. Warren Fresina, Dean of the Hofstra University Honors College. Kathleen Gallo, Dean of Hofstra Northwell School of Graduate Nursing and Physician Assistant Studies. Jeffrey Hathaway, Vice President and Director of Athletics. Robert Jakevich, Vice President for Information Technology. Alan Kelly, Vice President for Development and Alumni Affairs. Sina Rabbani, Dean of the Fred DeMatteis School of Engineering and Applied Science. Benjamin Rifkin, Dean of Hofstra College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and the School of Education. Holly Syrup, Dean of the School of Health Professions and Human Services. Terry Shapiro, Senior Vice Provost for Academic Affairs. Lawrence Smith, Dean of the Donald and Barbara Zucker School of Medicine at Hofstra Northwell. Representing the faculty leadership of Hofstra University, William Caniano, Chair of the University Senate Planning and Budget Committee. And of course, the person who leads our university, President Stuart Rabinowitz.
You're very lively today. It's good. We should schedule more commencements to begin before you all go to sleep at night. I'm sure most of you have been up all day. Members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, administration, distinguished guests, but most importantly, members of the class of 2018 and their proud families and friends. Welcome to our better late than never commencement exercises. Contrary to the expectations of many of you, I'm not going to try to use this occasion to reveal to you the secrets of everlasting happiness and contentment. I would if I could, but I can't. It's not that I'm unhappy. Quite the opposite is true. After all, I am finishing my 17th year as president of a great university which has the best college students in America. And it does. I mean, Columbia, Dr. Massimino has some good ones, but these are the best college students in America. And personally, I am ecstatic that after all these years of waiting and frustration and anticipation, my wife Nancy and I have finally, at our ripe old age, become grandparents. Now that's happiness. But other than having grandparents, and I think you're not at that stage in life yet, graduates, I have come to realize that the secret of happiness is different for each one of us, and that we need to discover our own path by ourselves. As to giving you advice on other significant life issues, I will leave that task to our incredibly well-qualified commencement speaker. I will, however, offer you some very, very modest advice on what you might think about doing after the ceremony this afternoon tonight. My first suggestion is that you hug and thank your parents and your spouses and your relatives and friends and anyone else who helped you reach this monumental day in your lives. And please try to do that in person and not by Snapchat, Facegram, Facebook, Instabook, Rumble, in person, like human to human. Second, I suggest that you express your appreciation to the Hofstra faculty members, hopefully Hofstra faculty members, who most inspired you while you were here, and to the administrators and the staff who made your journey here a bit easier. Our faculty, our administration, and our staff has literally made the education of young people our calling, so that an expression of appreciation from one of our graduates is inspiring and validating. And finally, before you begin the next phase in your journey through life starting Monday, take a little time. You can take a little time to relish in what you've accomplished. You can party responsibly, but you can party. And while still displaying, perhaps for the last time, your Hofstra swag. Indeed, this commencement ceremony is at its core a celebration, because we are here to celebrate the accomplishments and the hard work of the graduates and the sacrifices that have been made on their behalf by their family and friends. And we also celebrate the many exciting future options and opportunities all that work and all those sacrifices have afforded to the graduates, who today will acquire one of those very, very rare assets in life which will never, ever depreciate in value: your Hofstra degrees. Indeed, we are confident that those degrees will surely increase in value throughout your careers. And our solemn promise to you is that we will continue to do everything in our power to enhance the stature and reputation of this university, and thus the value of your degrees. And so my most important message to the graduates today is quite simple. You have earned our congratulations and our admiration. You have worked hard, you have learned well, and you are ready to make your mark on the world. We take pride in your accomplishments, and so should you. And so I close these brief remarks today, as I have for the past 17 years as president of this great university, by wishing every one of our graduates well. I wish each of you all the success you think you need, and all that work and ability earned for you. I wish you the perspective to forgive yourself and learn from the mistakes which are inevitable. I wish you the tenacity and the courage, and frankly, something I have been blessed with, the good fortune to someday find a life's work about which you feel passionate, rather than settling for one which neither challenges nor fulfills you. I wish you the very special sense of satisfaction and self-worth that comes only from using at least some of your talent, some of your energy, to help others who are in need. I wish you the wisdom not to forego the love of family and friends in some relentless pursuit of material success. And lastly, and maybe the most difficult, I wish that you not become so preoccupied with achieving some cherished goal on some faraway day that you somehow fail to appreciate each and every day of your life. That's what happens when the pages stick together. The class of 2018 leaves here with our affection and our admiration. We enjoy teaching you and we surely enjoyed learning from you. We hope that you will maintain your ties to your classmates and to your alma mater. From this day forward, your accomplishments will always be the most important driver of the reputation of the value of a Hofstra education. You will always be an important part of the Hofstra University community. Hofstra will always welcome you home. On behalf of the faculty, the administration, and the staff, I extend to you our heartiest congratulations and our warmest wishes for your success and happiness. Now you can applaud. Thank you very much. It's now my pleasure to ask that Trustee Donald Schaefer come forward with his candidate for an honorary degree, Dr. Michael J. Massimino.
Thank you, President Rabinowitz. I would like to take a moment on behalf of the Board of Trustees to congratulate the class of 2018 on your graduation and welcome you, your families, and guests to this celebration of your academic achievement. We are proud of you and acknowledge the hard work and dedication that you have displayed in reaching this momentous day. We hope that you will follow your dreams and passions and are confident that your future will be exemplary. Please know that Hofstra will always be here for you as you go forward. You are an important part of the enduring bond of the Hofstra family, and we look forward to your leadership role in providing guidance and support to the students who will be following in your footsteps. It is my privilege to welcome Dr. Mike Massimino, whose indomitable spirit in the pursuit of his dreams and passion has made a difference in the lives of so many. It is no exaggeration to say Mike Massimino's accomplishments are stellar. He is a decorated astronaut, a best-selling author, a respected scholar, a television personality, a professor of mechanical engineering at Columbia University, and the senior advisor for space programs at the Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum. He received his BS from Columbia and MS degrees in mechanical engineering and technology and policy, as well as a PhD in mechanical engineering from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. After working as an engineer at IBM, NASA, and McDonnell Douglas Aerospace, along with academic appointments at both Rice University and the Georgia Institute of Technology, Dr. Massimino was selected as an astronaut candidate by NASA in 1996, and he remained an astronaut through 2014. He's the veteran of 2 space flights, the 4th and 5th Hubble Space Telescope servicing missions in 2002 and 2009. During his NASA career, Dr. Massimino set a team record for the number of hours spacewalking in a single space shuttle mission. He's also the first person to tweet from space. At Columbia, he is teaching an undergraduate engineering course, Introduction to Human Spaceflight, which harnesses his years of academic and professional experience. He is also collaborating on the course, The Art of Engineering, in which all first-year engineers work on projects that have socially responsible themes. If he looks familiar, it may be because you've seen Dr. Massimino on the CBS hit comedy, The Big Bang Theory. Where he has made several cameo appearances. He has also hosted Science Channel's The Planets and its special Great American Eclipse. He is featured in National Geographic Channel's series One Strange Rock and is the host for the Science Channel series The Planets and Beyond. He is a frequent guest on television news and talk show programs, including Today Show, Good Morning America, CNN, and Fox News. Dr. Massimino's book, Spaceman, An Astronaut's Unlikely Journey to Unlock the Secrets of the Universe, is a New York Times bestseller. His awards and recognitions include 2 NASA spaceflight medals, the NASA Distinguished Service Medal, the American Astronautical Society's Flight Achievement Award, and the Star of Italian Solidarity, the equivalent of Italian knighthood. A native Long Islander, he received a very unique homecoming gift in 2016 when the street where he grew up on in Franklin Square was renamed Mike Massimino Street. Mr. President, for Dr. Mike Massimino's distinguished career as an astronaut, educator, engineer, and author, it is my honor to present him to you as a candidate for Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa.
That must be a handful for GPS. Mike Massimino Street. The Doctor of Humane Letters degree honoris causa is awarded by the university to individuals for outstanding career achievements and professional leadership. Mike Massimino, for your superb contributions to science, to technology, and to education, and for your innovative work sharing the wonders of space with the world. I am truly honored to confer upon you the Doctor of Humane Letters degree honoris causa. Congratulations.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you for having me here, Mr. President, and thank you for, we practiced that routine with getting me squatting down earlier, so I'm glad it went well. It's great to have an honorary degree. I didn't work anywhere near as hard as you did to get your degrees today, so I feel a little embarrassed. There was no exam involved with this one. Is that correct? So no exam. But thank you very much. I am so honored to be here with you today. To be your commencement speaker is one of the greatest honors I've ever had. So thank you so much for having me here. And I want to congratulate you along with thank you. Thank you. Congratulations to all the graduates in front of me. There's a lot of brain power. The future of the world is right here in front of me. It's very cool to be able to see you all here. Congratulations. And I've got this great view. When you get up and get your degree, just, you're going to look around. This is pretty awesome to see all the parents, family, friends around you. Congratulations to all of you in the surrounding stands here for supporting these wonderful graduates in this wonderful achievement, which is probably as much yours as theirs, I would say. Congratulations to everyone here in the auditorium today. You're all off to a great start, and you've had this great accomplishment graduating today from Hofstra University. And I encourage you to capitalize on what you've been able to achieve and use it as a stepping stone to fulfill your dreams. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experiences and try to leave you with a message or two to think about going forward. That's what I want to try to accomplish here this morning. I grew up very close by here. I grew up in Franklin Square. Anyone from Franklin Square here okay, great, a couple hands. I went to John Street Elementary School and Cary High School in Franklin Square. Do we have anyone, did you let anyone in from my high school? There we go, right, there's okay, so we got some here. But I grew up very close by, just a few minutes, a couple miles down Hempstead Turnpike. This is the street that I grew up on. And my dream of flying in space began when I was a very little boy. I was 6 years old when I watched Neil Armstrong walk on the moon that summer of 1960. Coming up now on almost 50 years ago that happened. And I was 6 years old. And that changed my life as a very little boy. That was my interest, my passion. I couldn't stop thinking about going to the moon and flying in space. And I dressed up as an astronaut that summer. I played in the backyard. My mom converted my first grade costume it was a circus play. I was an elephant in the first grade play. My mom converted that costume to an astronaut costume, and I pretended that I was Neil Armstrong on the moon in my backyard. That's what I wanted to do as a little boy. And by the time I got to be about 9 years old, I realized that I probably wasn't the type of person that could become an astronaut. I didn't like heights. I couldn't see very well. I had bad vision as a kid. I didn't like going very fast. When we would ride our bikes around the block in Franklin Square, I was always last, telling everyone else to slow down because I didn't want to go that fast. So I realized about 9 or 10, probably this wasn't the career for me, and I kind of forgot about it. That dream was hidden away somewhere. I didn't think about it. When I went through high school, I liked math and science. I decided I wanted to study engineering in college, and that's what I did. And I went through college and ended up at my college graduation never thinking that I could one day be an astronaut. Never would. If you would have told me when I was sitting in your seats that I was going to grow up and fly in space, I would say, boy, do you have the wrong guy. That's not going to be me. I had no idea, no inclination that could ever happen. One thing that did happen to me around that time is that a movie came out called The Right Stuff. It was about the original astronauts. I went and I saw that movie. I got the book by Tom Wolfe. Unfortunately, we lost Tom Wolfe this past week. He died. Wonderful book. I read the book, watched the movie, and it started to get me thinking about being an astronaut again. And what touched me in that movie, there was one particular scene it's about the original astronauts, John Glenn, orbiting the globe and looking out his spacecraft window and viewing the planet. And it brought me back to when I was a 6-year-old boy watching Neil Armstrong on the moon. And I realized that even though I tried to deny that that's what I was passionate about because I thought I could never do it, that's what was still in my heart, in my soul. I still thought it was the most important thing to do in life. For me, and everyone has to make that decision for themselves or realize that on their own. But for me, the idea of flying in space was the most important thing that I could do with my life. That's what I thought then, but I thought it was impossible. Graduated college, worked as an engineer, moved back with my parents in Franklin Square, commuted to the city on the Long Island Railroad, right, going back and forth. Maybe some of you are going to be doing that, right? I did that, and I started noticing after I got out of college that I was drawn to anything space-related. If it was something in a newspaper or a magazine, I would pick it up and read it on the railroad on the way home. And I realized either I could keep reading about it and watching it on TV, or I could try to be a part of it. And I decided I need to at least try to be a part of this. So I went home as a 22, 23-year-old person and told my mom I wanted to grow up to be an astronaut. And after working a couple years, I left that job, enrolled in grad school because I thought education was the key. And let me emphasize that as well. What you have done is you've given yourself not only a training in whatever your program is in, whatever your degree says, whatever your major was, you've got that, but you also have an education that can allow you to change your mind and to experiment with other careers. You're not locked into this one thing that you studied here. And that's what happened to me because I had no idea that I was going to try to become an astronaut as an undergrad. I did not plan any of my education. It was probably a good thing because I just studied things that I thought I was interested in. But by having that good college education, I had flexibility. And I was able to then direct myself when I was older to follow that dream that I decided I wanted to pursue a couple years after I got out of college. I was a few years older than you. So keep that in mind as you go forward. You have a lot of flexibility ahead of you. If you decide, hey, I really want to try this, or I really want to do this, whatever that passion is, you're in a great position to pursue it. So I did that, went to grad school, and while I was at grad school, I started applying to be an astronaut. I sent in my first application, and about 6 months later, I got a letter from NASA, and they had a lot of very nice words there, but basically it said no. They could have just put no on the letter, but they had other words around it. A couple years go by, I'm almost done with my PhD, I apply a second time to NASA, I get another letter. This one was different. They changed the date at the top, but the rest of it was the same. Basically the same letter, no. Got out of grad school, wanted to work in the space program, took a job down at the Johnson Space Center. This, years are going by now. NASA announces they're looking for astronauts. I apply a third time Don't I get a letter this time? I get a phone call. They want me to come in for an interview. I interview with another group of candidates. There's 20 of us at this one time coming in for this interview. It's a whole week. And they get to know everybody very well. That's why they keep you there for a week. There's medical exams, interviews. Their objective is to get to know you very, very well during that interview process. And they got to know me very, very well. And then they rejected me. I was 0 for 3, wasn't sure this was going to work out, started thinking about what else I could do if I can't become an astronaut. I kind of had to say, all right, I was over 30 years old at this point. Not that that's old, but I was getting older. My family had already started my family. And I was like, well, maybe this won't happen. What else do I want to do? I'm going to keep trying. And I thought being a university professor would be interesting. I was offered a job at Georgia Tech, moved to Atlanta, but kept applying. I applied another time, the fourth time, NASA said looking for I applied. They called me in for another interview week, and I did that. And on the fourth, I went back to Atlanta, and after that fourth try, I got the good phone call. I was accepted to be an astronaut. That was in 1996. Thank you. So the message on that one is don't give up, okay? People are going to tell you no from time to time, and just think of it as, well, maybe I can't do that right now, but maybe that means no, maybe later. And that's the way I looked at it. I was going to keep trying. I got it on a fourth try, got a chance to fly in space a couple times. On my first space flight to the Hubble Space Telescope, while I was spacewalking, I had a chance of breaking the action to view our planet, to try to get that view that I dreamt about when I was your age watching that movie that rekindled my dream in flying in space. And when I looked at our planet, and my observation was, this is so beautiful. This must be, our planet, what I'm looking at right now, must be the view from heaven. If you could be in heaven and look down on us, this is what you would see. And I dwelled on that for a moment, and there was just something wrong about it. It just wasn't quite right. And then I thought to myself, no, it's not the view from heaven. This is the view of heaven. I thought I was looking into an absolute paradise. That's how beautiful our planet was. Our planet is. And I could turn my head and I could look out into that blackness of space, and I realized to myself, we've looked around our solar system a bit. There's no other options. This is it. We need to take care of this place. This is our home, and we are very, very lucky to be here. But the beauty at that moment made me realize that all those trials, and if you read my biography, it sounds like everything was clear sailing. Let me tell you something. It was total agony and craziness and indecision and not knowing what was going to happen every step of the way pretty much. And kind of still is for me. And it sounds good when you read it, but the path is always crooked. But looking back on that path and not giving up and dealing with rejection made me so grateful that I did not stop, that I continued and had an opportunity to experience what I did as an astronaut. I'm going to finish with this one last story about not giving up. When I was a graduate student at MIT, probably around maybe my third year there, I was getting ready to study one evening, and I was making dinner in my apartment and had the news on in the background. And they were interviewing the astronauts who were in space at that time. They were on there was a space shuttle mission up. So I stopped what I was doing and went over to watch the television. And I'm watching these astronauts float around, talking to the news person on the ground. And the thought went through my mind. I was so convinced. I said to myself, that's exactly what you want to do. That's what I want to do. I want to do that. And then as I thought that thought, another thought in the back of my mind kind of crossed it and said, but you'll never get a chance to do that. That's impossible. You'll never get it. You can't fly. How are you going to fly in space? And the truth of it is that it wasn't impossible. It was just very unlikely. And there's a difference between impossible and unlikely. Unlikely means that it's probably not going to happen. And my probability of becoming an astronaut might have been like 1 out of a very large number, maybe 1 out of a million. If you looked at, for the mathematics majors, you look at that as a number, it's 0.000, a lot of zeros, but there's a 1 at the end of it, right? There's that 1 out there. And sometimes I think about that. What's the probability here? Well, it's pretty low, but it's not zero. It's a non-zero number. It's just unlikely. And the only way that that 1 at the end of those zeros becomes a 0, and by definition, your probability of success is 0, and it is impossible, is if you give up. As long as you don't give up, thank you. As long as you don't give up in pursuit of whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, in pursuit of your dream, in pursuit of whatever you're trying to do in life, as long as you don't give up, there's always a chance. Thank you so much for having me. Congratulations.
Thank you, astronaut Mike Massimino. That was inspiring. It's easy to see why our commencement speaker has been thought of as an educator above all else. And at Hofstra, excellence in teaching is our highest priority. We pride ourselves on the quality of teaching taking place on our campus. It is therefore an enormous honor for someone to be selected as Teacher of the Year. Every year, graduating students select recipients for this singular honor. This morning, we are joined by 2 of this year's Teacher of the Year Award recipients. Jeffrey J. Froh, Associate Professor of Psychology in the School of Natural Sciences and Mathematics of the Hofstra College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, and Christine Zamet, Assistant Professor of Physician Assistant Studies, Hofstra Northwell School of Graduate Nursing and Physician Assistant Studies. Will these 2 faculty members please come forward to be recognized by President Rabinowitz? Congratulations to our Teachers of the Year. All right, are you ready?
This is it.
Are you ready? This is not live. Okay, now we go. Will the candidates for Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Education degrees from the Hofstra College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, the School of Education, the School of Health Professions and Human Services, and Hofstra Northwell School of Graduate Nursing and Physician Assistant Studies, please stand. Mr. President, I have the honor to present all the candidates who have successfully completed the requirements for the baccalaureate degree from their respective school or college. I recommend, together with their appropriate dean and faculty, that you confer the appropriate baccalaureate degree upon these candidates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of Hofstra University and the Regents of the State of New York, and upon the recommendations of our provost, your dean, and your faculty, I am delighted to confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Science in Education as appropriate. Our deepest congratulations.
Will the graduates please step forward to be recognized by President Rabinowitz, trustees Marilyn Monter and Donald M. Schaefer, and your dean. Your names will be read by Associate Dean of the School of Health Professions and Human Services, Jacqueline Kuhn, Dean of the Center for University Advising, Mark Oppenheim, Senior Associate Dean for Hofstra College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, S. Stavros Valenti, and Senior Associate Dean for the School of Education, Stacy Zalewski.
Graduates of the Hofstra College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Gina Barbara. James Riley. Daniel Littleton. Kara Swan. Taylor Mumley. Stephen Foster. Tang Tang. Yunting Zai.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Shane Gimarello. Laura Avendano Perez. Danielle Lopez. Stephanie Havanek. Robert S. Paul II. Hannah Dolan. Danielle Ribato. Nicholas Rizzuti. Hassanan Sitar. Shanoa Ernie. Holly Kruger. Scott Ferrara. Lucas Nocera. Linda Lee Bauman. Viviana Escobar. Kelly Laurentis. Gregory LaFaro. Panagotis Getsis. Michael Hathaway. Kaylin O'Fallon. Kevin Riley. Daniela Chernoff. Ileana Gogus. Kristen Mecca. Caitlin Shire. Montana Kushmeyer. Rebecca Raisin. Miranda Pascarella. Caitlin McCarthy. Carolina Carrera. Mary McFarland. Christopher Yang. Celia Murray. Rachel Fox. John Girardi. Rita Sincamani. Danielle Valentino. Jessica Keller. Katarina Sokol. Lindsay Dempson. Alina Pasha. Tess Griffin.
Megan Burnett. Jesse Saunders. Erica Hess.
Thank you.
Erica Lang. Almar Yapin. Emily Culverhouse. Hannah Goldman. Tiffany Jagroup. Isabella Serlin. Francesca Pavlovici. Gavin Hawkins. Jason Kravosta. Liliana Hinojos Madrid. Denise Brown. Kenneth Malvina. Zodi Hall. Leonidas Heraclius. Caitlin Schultz. Valentina Correas. Shivani Peters. Rachel Valario. Maureen Oliva. Emily Garner. Kyle Brown. Jason Belunger. Alexander Hayes. Mirabai Siegel. Tessa Ray Butler. Thomas Scally. Matthew Hosgapal. Kelly Mizuno. Jared Keys. Christopher Gadd. Thomas Abdelmalak. Alex Dange. Anthony Sika. Callista McCauley. Alex Yang. Keegan Rogers. Joseph Aquino. Patricia Romano. Regan O'Loughlin. Sabrina Becchios. Juliana Bonessi. Sarah Flood Decker. Ariana Chodkowski. Kayla Espinal. Ashley Lyles. Daniel Stafford. Thomas Strauss.
Maya Cornan Jennings. Willow Reed. Sydney Tolley. Autumn McDonald. William Ketter. Brian Alexander Rayton. Hallie Barna. Marie Fournier. Heidi Gleichoff. Caroline McPhee. Samantha Kamhar. Faith Bless. Garrett Doran. Joseph Ryan. Sik Jewel. Daniel Zalibski. Mason Leonard. Brendan Hoffman. Kyle Novak. Syed Sayabab Kabni. Joseph Darcy. Mitstura Youssef. Okay, Samantha Short. Jacinda Mawagni. Ashley Smith. Beverly Dighton. Jordan Badu. Sarah Manis. Stephanie Hilaire. Fatima Shakri. Gwenella Britos. Skylar Ackerman. Gulnoza Alzivia. Shania Moore. Leslie Roldan. Paula Figura. Doris Bogiglia. Isabella Arunja. Michelle Suarez, Portugal. Emily Ludrick. Bahati Lewis. Rebecca Santiago. Anthony Anobola. Trishawn Raffington. Tihada Clarissa Tejada. Angelina Corozo. Andy Hockenberger. Grace Dale. Maria Jacopelli. James Dole. Kristen Fetter. Corinne Hughes.
Luis Avila Hernandez. Ariana Brisport. Alicia Henderson. Alexis Correo.
Congratulations.
Vanessa Guglielmo.
Congratulations.
Lauren Rapoli.
Congratulations.
Erin Doherty. Sarah Murdeke.
Welcome. Congratulations.
Brenna Morgan.
Congratulations.
Joseph Pelly. Mark Jason. Conrad Opposda. Olena Cardili. Firis Akbik. Emma New City. Rebecca Corridone. Jameson Dunn. Nicholas Allen. Kevin Lan.
Congratulations.
Brian Scheckman.
Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Caroline Navarra.
Congratulations.
Nicole Chevrolet. Brandy Kinnard. Josephine Deturi. Gregoris Canorsis.
Congratulations.
Jacob Rosenberg. Margaret Adigo.
Congratulations.
Marissa Andrews. Jessica Combs. Gina Ray.
Congratulations.
Lindsay Gray. Caitlin Gorski. Ariana Dudley. Samantha Cohen. Ashune Durant. Kristen Desmond. Emily Holbert. Brianne Cleverly. Michael James. Nicolette Embley. Samuel Crepper. Reed Wasserman. Timothy Ochoa. Randy Dubetting. Christopher Cotis. Nicole Fluke. Amit Nath. John Van Fosen. James Eager. Lauren Morgan.
Larissa Bryant. Amanda Perez. Annika Mack. Christopher McCartney. Michael Hughes. Daniel Elliott. Hampus Agerstrom. Alan Hetherington. Skylar Buccino. Margaret O'Keefe. Tanner Griffin. Brendan Lynch. Liam Blom. Trevor Kupecki. Shay McAvoy. Carly Ancona. Samantha Tirico. Katie Kirk. Zoe Gomez. Sarah Masoni. Bianca Pickering. Courtney Emanuel. Kyra Armstrong. Haley Ann Schwartz. Kristen Politi. Brianna Blewett. Meshkon Rustemi. Nicole Castaldo. Tiffany Martino. Alexa Renetti. Glenda Sanchez. Angie Benjamin. Wesley Reed. Gent Gobamji. Peter Gugliotta. Carol Izzo. Casey Grippo. Ian Guzman. Thomas Schillinger. Amelia Beck. Claire Bilderback. Sarah McCabe. Amanda Zio. Lindsay Vasconez. Celine Guzman. Dion Wang. Molly Machevsky. Catherine Vanich. Aaron Schubert. Miles Martinez.
Seth Acker. Ethan Daniel. Jackson Spear. Nicholas Bowdwin. Michael Leon. Snezana Serebrennikov. Angelina Sims. Amanda McDonough. Dominique Lindsay. Samantha Jean-Louis. Rebecca Marks. Connor Martin. Sandra Licata. Connor Sampson. Haley Blomquist. David Pennis. Michaela Sapienza. Olivia Cohen. Terry Shapiro. Ryan LaRoche. Crystal Castaneda. Ian Joaquin Arthur. Kayla Mosby. Casey Ferry. Abigail Del Sol. Nathaniel Lewis. Olivia Moss. Alexandra Grisel. Margaret Yaden. Haven Smart. Connor LaCamera. Louis Dionisiu. Dana Abrigliano. Alexander Markle. Christina Kloss. Rihanna Zarin. Sabrina Salama. Kimiko Manuel. Sarah Mullane. Catherine Schreiber. Kevin Grebe. Mark Lobo. Ryan Shelwatt. Malcolm McCoy. Nathaniel Aaron. John Rott. Jessica Hansen. Angelica Benecki. Carissa Hensel. Joseph Corrado. Bethany Summerson.
Lena Mizulo. Michael Milana. Ryan Height. Brett Francis. Shannon Mitchell. Claudia Mondica. Mark McCaskey. Carrie Visconti. Victoria Martinez. Kristen Davis. Alyssa Ennis. Benjamin Vimont. Robin Pereira. Jeffrey Lynn. Benjamin Young. Jaziza Pinada Mendina. Samantha Clay. Alina Nixon. Nina Wade. Chang Yoon. Jacqueline Christiara. Haley Doe. Angel Zhang. Joshua Reyes. Jennifer Santana. Simarpreet Kaur. Anthony Logetra. Charlene Abraham. Jumpra Sakar. Thomas Nolan. Anthony Ciccarella. Ami Zala. Megan McPartland. Derek Schnauzer. Taylor Elka. Saidina Deans. Rashad Al-Haddad. Ariel Hanian. Angel Morales. Ali Hyder. Tristan Brady. Robert Watson. Genevieve Malouf. Lauren McCarthy. Yemen Ali. Brian Zilli. Claire Ramirez Raftree. Rose Brennan. Jason Grubard. Emilia Martinez. John Hafner.
Emily Yen. Robert Levinson. Graham Bellairs. Garrett Shum. Harrison Price. Natalie Mishkin. Alexis Saris. Hannah Hicks. Nicole Martinez. Julia Fassler. Lexi Lodato. Ashkeen Ogessen. Thomas Gaffney. Olivia Porter. Christina Albini. Stephanie Murata. Zoran Arsenyavich. Zachary Zimmerman. Carol Habib. Arjun Kumar. Cheyenne Wang. Chaz Scala. Joseph Mercante. Harjoti Singh. Brandon Shea. Ariel Amado. Hira Arain. Justin Langro. Hugh Smith. Ryan Michael Kenny. Tanzim Booyah. Jonathan Gavarna. Ryan Moyer. Alexander Della Rada. Robert Bonaspia. Ryan Mullen. Andrea Stock. Anderson. Alexa Gottsman. Matthew Ho. Nicholas Kawachi. Kyle Small. Dylan Nushan. Nora Donahue. Danielle Leek. Regan Wang.
Justin Jug. Heather Murphy. Andrea Antonellis. Mohammed Mazamal. Dylan Gohill. Nikita Alawalia. Ravina Kubar. Mariam Guergas. Daniel Maldonado. Trey Jackson. Emily Serrano. Fuyinsi Andebomire. Mitzi Arciniega. Anastasia Hernandez. Kimberly Salkin. Shalette Jayan. Jeff Knight. Graduates of the School of Education. Crystal Will. Lindsay Mallings. Erin Von Elm. Victoria Rodriguez. Kayla Gresson. Haley Joyce. Sarah Michelle Pollock. Kayla Rodriguez. Stephanie Okowski. Stephanie Malatestenik. Amanda Teresa Albert. Jamie Canner. Megan Frank. Brittany Zanata. Rebecca Gleason. Virginia Kemp. Allison Keenan. Danielle Calderaro. Jennifer Bendersky. Christina Thompson. Ryan LaFay. Joseph Leibowitz. Brianna O'Keefe. Jillian Pallone. Carla Freyre. Graduates of the School of Health Professions and Human Services. Jacqueline Accardi. Brianna Olunka. Ariana Macedas. Edward Dillman. Caitlin Casey. Nicholas Valentini. Alexandra Serrani.
Emily Meredith. Marianne Kirby. Neithu Joseph. Kimberly Dobladillo.
Thank you so much.
Mackenzie Dunn. Jennifer Carmody. Leah Rodriguez. Julia Gomel Dunn. Caitlin McKay. Rebecca Rapp. Zachary Chang. Joshua G. Sani Cohen. Mabruk Ahmadine. John Nash. Daniel Barlev. Andrew Ditris. Cal Buckman. Paul Melly. Noriana Radwan. Kelly Gertis, Caitlin Gertis, Dylan Drassen, Kyle Livingston, Rachel Hark, Andrew Bruno, Morgan Hernishin, Claudia Abricki, Kayla Kiff, Allison Taby, Alexandra Sarah, Louis Ban, Kirsten Gruner, Allison Musser, Catherine Krakowski, Naveen Al-Nimri, Naomi Fermin, Ori Ginsberg, Daniela Walker, Elissa Maglore, Dukenya Maxime, Shreya Patel, Caitlin Riategi, Filza Arshad, Julie Marie Colon, Gina Tabaldi, Xavier Arriaga, Nicole Mesea, Justin Manger, Daniel Kaginski, James Stewart McLeod,
Julia O'Keefe, Christina Cervoni, Sydney Jacobi, Kinzinia Ham, Drew Shapiro, Michael Benvenuti, Kelsey Muller, Marissa Gallo, Kayla Benson, Katie Rose Healy, David James, Adam Hyomitz, Taylor Clayton, Nicole Kaplan, Sunara Munor, Natalia Francisco, Alexandra Ellinger, Alexandra Forte, Raymond Jaub, Demi Thomas, Sophia Zweffler, Nicole Feist, Christina Wright, Emily Carey, Karina Falcon, Gabrielle Kane, Samantha Levitt, Sabrina Sienna, Lauren Squires, Kunal Bunguji, Olivia Askin, Giselle Lorenzo, Gabriella Orego, Megan Scorza, Rachel Durer, Danielle Sacco, Puneet Gill, Ashley Sim, Anthony Lazaro, David Lavalli, Justin Falquararo, Anthony Sexton, Bryce San Pedro, Tyler Weinstein, Alyssa Salati, Michelle Salati, Michael Galetti, Marissa Chalvier, Christina Caligu, Emily Israelov, Daniel Zavala,
Jessica Ferguson. Jamie Wadgen. Paige Brickman. Casey Vitiglano. Michaela Ash. Maura Collins. Marcy Matthew. Joshua Cordova. Samantha DeBellis. Elizabeth Ramkissoon. Brianna Renda. Ariana Mohammed. Alicia Jakaran. Rachel Shusankar. Ariana Link. Amber Melgar. Krishna Patel. Simran Hira. Maria Sakenti. Jennifer Siegel. Courtney Ofemoon. Milton Martinez. Chipe Nkenke. Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, class of 2018. Okay, have a seat. We're not quite done, but we're getting real close. Mr. President, members of the Board of Trustees, administrators, faculty, graduates, and guests, we take this time to recognize 3 groups of honor students who have distinguished themselves during their undergraduate careers here at Hofstra. The first group of honors students to be recognized have achieved high honors in their respective majors and a distinguished academic record overall. They have completed a departmental honors project or thesis, followed by an oral examination or defense of their thesis topic. These students may be identified by the blue and gold scapular worn over their academic attire. Students receiving honors in major, please stand to be recognized. The second group of honors students are those receiving bachelor's degrees with Latin honors. They may be identified by the blue and gold scapular worn over their academic attire, and these students are graduating from Hofstra with a distinguished overall grade point average. Students graduating cum laude have achieved a GPA of 3.6. Those graduating magna cum laude have achieved a 3.8 GPA. And students graduating summa cum laude have attained a GPA of 3.9. Students receiving bachelor's degrees with Latin honors distinction, please stand to be recognized. honors students are Hofstra University Honors College graduates. They may be identified by the Hofstra University Honors College Medal. Honors College students must pass strict admissions requirements, maintain high levels of academic achievement, and complete the honors curriculum. Will the Hofstra University Honors College associates, graduates, recognition recipients, and graduates with distinction please stand to be recognized?
What do I do? Oh, okay. My class gift is that I have no remarks. However, I would like to lead us in one last Hofstra tradition. The commencement speaker sort of did this, but I like to do it in a louder fashion. So I would ask the platform party to please stand, and I would ask each one of the graduates to stand with us. So the focus has been on you, and it should be on you, and this is your day. But as many of us said, we know nobody does it out there all by themselves, and the people in the audience are the ones who got you here. So we want to join you in thanking your friends and relatives for all the support they gave you to get here. If you turn around and give them a big hand.
All right, graduates. We have a final important order of business. To make your commencement ceremony complete, I ask you to move your tassel from right to left to signify the end of this stage of your academic pursuits. Following this commencement, there will be a reception for graduates, guests, faculty, and members of the platform party at the David S. Mack Physical Education Complex adjacent to this arena. I ask that the audience remain in their places until the academic recession has left the stage. One final time, congratulations, class of 2018!